to do virtual lab experiment in electrical machine corresponding to electrical machines. So for electrical, this experiment, that is V and inverted V curves of synchronous motor, is there in electrical machines laboratory 2 for chemical and mechanical students. This experiment corresponding to electrical engineering laboratory. Okay, so this virtual lab is done. This is mainly done by an MHRD, Government of India initiative. So first we will go through what are the procedure and what are the theory corresponding to synchronous motors. So aim of our experiment is to plot the V and inverted V curve of 3-phase synchronous motor. So now we will discuss some questions corresponding to this experiment. The first question is, a synchronous motor is useful in industrial machine on account of which of the following reason? First one, it improves the power factor of the complete installation. Second point, its speed is constant at all load provided main frequency remains constant. And third point, it can always adjusted to operate at unity power factor for optimum efficiency and frequency. So corresponding to synchronous motor, all the three options, option 1, statement 2 and statement 3 are correct. So the correct answer for this question is option D. The second question, in synchronous motor, if back EMF generated in the armature at no load is approximately equal to applied voltage, then the torque generated is maximum. B, the excitation said to be 0%, the excitation is said to be 100, and option D, the motor is said to be fully loaded. The correct answer for this question is option C, the excitation said to be 100%. Third question, a synchronous motor working on a leading power factor are not driving any mechanical is known as, so it working on leading power factor. So the option given are option A, synchronous condenser, option B, spinning motor, option C, synchronous induction motor, option D, none of the above. So synchronous motor working on leading power factor is used as named as synchronous condenser. So this is used for power factor improvement, power factor correction. So mainly used for power factor correction. And the third one, fourth question, the constant speed of synchronous motor can be changed to new fixed value by option A, changing the applied voltage, option B, interchanging two phases, option C, changing the load, option D, changing the supply frequency. So by changing, so this is not possible that by changing the voltage, so we can't able to change the speed, and interchanging any two phases, so it does not respond to speed change. So load, with respect to load, no load to full load, speed of synchronous motor always constant. The only way to change the speed to new value by means of changing the frequency of the supply. So the correct answer is option D. And the next one, a synchronous machine has its field winding on stator and armature winding on rotor. Under steady running condition, the air gap field, option A, rotate at synchronous speed with the direction of rotation of rotor, option B, remain stationary with respect to stator, remain stationary with respect to rotor, option C, option D, rotate at synchronous speed with respect to stator. Sorry. So the correct answer for this question is remain stationary with respect to stator. So this is some pre-test corresponding to synchronous motor. So next is the theory corresponding to synchronous motor as it is an electromagnetic device. Draw magnetizing current from the AC source in order to establish the working flux. The magnetizing current lag the applied voltage by almost 90 degree. So synchronous motor is doubly excited, very important point. doubly excited machine. Its armature winding is excited from AC source and field winding is excited from DC source. When the synchronous motor is working at a constant applied voltage, the resultant air gap flux demanded by applied voltage remain constant. The resultant air gap flux established by both armature winding and DC field winding. So if the field current is sufficient enough to set up the air gap as demanded by the constant applied voltage, the magnetizing current or lagging reactive VA required from an AC source is 0, and therefore motor operate at unity power factor. And the second point, this field current which causes unity power factor operation of the synchronous motor is called normal excitation or normal field current. This is with respect to unit power factor. And second one, the current is less than normal excitation, the motor under excited, then the deficiency in the flux must be made up by armature winding MMF. In order to do a needful, the armature winding draw a magnetizing current or lagging reactive VA from the AC source. As the result of its motor operated lagging power factor. In this case, field current is more than its normal excitation, that is, motor is said to be over excited, operated leading power factor. So there are three cases explained here. One is unity, lagging and leading power factor. So procedure, so this is the procedure corresponding to V and an inverted V curve. So around 10 steps are there. So I will so step 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I will explain these steps in the virtual lab experiment. 12 steps are there. So from this experiment we need to plot the two graphs. One is V curve, another one is inverted V curve. So V curve is plotted between armature current and field current. So inverted V curve is plotted between power factor and field current. So here with respect to different load and different power factor, the values are plotted. So here, so minimum value of field current, so the power factor is lagging, so higher value it's leading. So here also same, minimum value of field current is lagging power factor and maximum value it is leading. So now we move on to the simulator. So simply type virtual lab in Google. It shows firstly in the first tab it shows virtual lab vlab.co.in. Simply click on it. So and simply drop down. So go to click on electrical engineering. So in that with respect to electrical machines we have different links are there, around 3 links are there. So we will concentrate on electrical machines COEP lab, so by COE Pune. So simply click this one and welcome to electrical machine source, welcome to electrical machines. So in this we need to click on list of experiment. So here we have V and inverted K. Simply click on V and inverted V and again click on. So I will already explain the aim, pre-test some of the question corresponding to this one and theory. So synchronous motor operate in 3 power factors, unity, leading and lagging power factor, and simulator we will do, and procedure also I will explain corresponding simulator. So after that we have some question, that is post test, and I will show the reference given in the virtual lab, this link, that is virtual lab by MHRD. Yes, so now click on simulator. So again click here for simulator and simply drag this experiment 8 to workspace. Then it shows the total diagram. Total diagram is so this is the total diagram. So here in this diagram this is the total setup corresponding to synchronous motor. So here we have the synchronous motor. We have two supply. One is for armature, is provided by three-phase supply, and another one is DC supply to rotor, given by 220 volt DC supply. So and the output of motor is given to DC sun generator, and the output of again DC sun generator is provided to some resistive load. So now corresponding to our experiment, this experiment is considered to be no load test, so no need to consider about load of DC side. Yes, so the procedure is, so first we need to supply the three-phase supply to we need to supply the three-phase supply to rotor. Simply click on this switch, and now we need to vary the supply voltage to rated value by means of varying this. This is the auto transformer, varying this auto transformer. So we need to change the value to rated value. So rated value is 415 volt. So we need to apply the 415 volt, that is line to line voltage. Here mentioned, this is the line to line voltage. So the value is 415. Simply vary this to bring the rated line to line voltage is 415 volt. So now we have supplied rated voltage to armature of synchronous motor. So now we need to supply the field. So now the motor run at the speed 1495. So now simply we need to supply the current to field winding. Simply close this DC supply. So now we need to increase the value by using this rheostat position. So by varying this, we will increase the value. So the rated speed of the synchronous motor is 1500. So now we will change any parameter, so the speed is always constant. That's why synchronous motor is called a constant speed motor, so irrespective of load variation. So now, so different value of, so now speed is 1500. So now different value of field current. So field current is this one. So we need to take all remaining readings, that is power factor, mainly power factor and armature current reading. So here now the value is 0.03. So now we need to tabulate this value simply by start storing data and show data. So first data is recorded. So next we need to again increase the field current. So I will increase the field current. The power factor values goes on increasing. So again the values are tabulated, storing. Simply click storing data and show data. So likewise we need to take more number of reading. Storing data and show data. So now, so at one point we reach the maximum power factor 1, and then while increasing the field current, so the power factor is further reduces. So while increasing this field current, so power factor is reduces. So we need to so corresponding to regular interval of time, regular current period, so we need to record all this value. So again, while increasing current further, so power factor get reduces. So like this we need to take more number of reading. So now we need to plot the graph. So here the graph plotted between generate graph. So now we need to select the parameter. First we need to plot the V curve. So V curve is already we know, along the x-axis we have field current and y-axis we have the current. So field current and this one. So simply click on this one. So then this is corresponding to V curve. So suppose we are taking more number of reading means, so again we have the plot like this. So this graph is like V curve. So suppose we are taking, so here we are taking the power factor with respect to around 0.42 only. So again we are reducing the increase the field current means the power factor get reduces and automatically so this is V curve. So here V curve means while increasing the field current, so the armature current is also reduces up to some value, then again its value is increasing. So like V curve, the figure is like V curve. So similarly we need to draw the inverted V curve. So simply plot between field current and power factor. So the graph is like this, simply we have inverted. So suppose we are taking more number of reading means the graph is approximated to V and inverted V curve. So this is the result of this experiment. So we we need to simply plot mainly two curve, that is V and inverted V curve, and also we can take the graph corresponding to field current versus speed and field current versus generator voltage. So this is with respect to load. So and also generator voltage and power factor, generator voltage and current. So we need, so corresponding to our experiment we need to concentrate with respect to V and inverted V curve, that is IF versus IA and IF versus power factor. So this is the experiment. So then we will move on to, so simulation is over. So here also some of the questions are given. So a three-phase synchronous motor is operating at a constant load while excitation is adjusted by unity power factor current. If the excitation is now increased, the power factor. The question is, excitation means power factor. So already we know along the x-axis we have the IF and y-axis we have the power factor. The question is operating constant load while excitation adjusted to unity power factor. Now the power factor is unity. So after that excitation is increases. So excitation is increases means power factor is decreases. So the graph between, this question is graph related the graph between IF, inverted V curve, that is the graph is like this. So we have the maximum power factor, that is unity power factor at particular value. So after unity power factor we are increasing the excitation. So this is the region. So the power factor values are reduces. So here we know. So this is lagging, this is leading power factor. So the answer corresponding to this is the power factor will be lagging power factor. So this region is lagging. So here leading. And the second question, A synchronous motor with negligible armature resistance run at a load angle of 20 at rated. If the frequency of supply is increased by 10%, keeping other parameter constant, the new load angle. So the load angle mainly independent of frequency. This is the important point. Load angle is independent of frequency. So while changing the frequency, the load angle does not change. So the answer is 20 degree. So the constant speed of synchronous motors can be changed to new fixed value by. So this question we already discussed. The answer corresponding to this is simply by changing the supply frequency. So voltage, this is also not correct answer. Changing voltage also not, this is also not correct answer. The answer is option A, by changing the supply voltage. Question number 4. A synchronous motor working on a leading power factor and not driving any mechanical load. Already we know. So synchronous motor with respect to leading power factor is used as synchronous condenser. So fifth question, in the synchronous motor, if the back EMF generated in the armature at no load is approximately equal to applied voltage, so then the option A, excitation is said to be 0%, the motor is said to be fully loaded, excitation is said to be 100, the torque generated is maximum. The correct answer is the excitation is said to be 100%. Okay, thank you. This is all about V and inverted V curve. So the reference taken for the experiment are Fitzgerald and M.G. Say and D.P. Kothari textbook. So we will show the next experiment we will have on speed control of DC motor, DC shunt motor. Thank you all. Thank you for watching.